Happy Wednesday, Michael. So on this fine evening, despite the fact that the universe conspired to not uh, allow you to have a video tonight, I'm going to do this cruddy one-take version so that you can have at least something. It won't be anywhere near as cool as the now corrupted and pixelated one that's on my computer, but you can watch that sometime. So basically, I'd like to spend tonight in the 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining, talking about something that is really kind of interesting. This story came to my attention recently, and I didn't think that any of it was true. Like, it sounded like completely made up. So I went online and did some research, and it turns out that a lot more of it's true than you would believe. That's right. Tonight we are going to talk about the biggest, biggest failure of an assassination attempt that then led to an actual assassination, which then led to the World War. Yeah. We're talking about Franz Ferdinand and his assassination. But what's really interesting is, so there is a movement called the Young Bosnians, and the Young Bosnians, wanted to assassinate the Archduke. And like any good, hell-bent, radical movement bent on assassinating an Archduke, they decided that the best way to do this was to have backups, which is, a good thing for them because the first 5 of the 6 assassins that they sent failed completely and utterly. And I'm not talking about failing in terms of like, they missed the shot the first time. I'm talking like epic fail. If they had the internet, then they would have been making fun of that, except for probably not because World War I started. Anyway, so the first guy, he had a gun and a bomb, and the motorcade went right past him, and he didn't do anything. Now, this guy I'm not trying to make fun of because, hey, good on you, man. Not going through with assassinations, I'm not going to count that as a fail. So you were the only person that didn't fail my book. Way to go. Way to go. All right. The second guy, however, was totally fine with murder. He's just really bad at it. So what he did was he made the explosive device himself, and he tossed it at the car of the Archduke, and he apparently sucked at making timers because it was 5 seconds slow, and it detonated way late. Then deciding that since he had failed, he was not going to, he's not going to be taken alive, right? So he took a cyanide pill and he jumped into the river, just to make sure that he would never, never go to prison for this. He'd die before that. At least he would have if his epic fail streak didn't continue on with even that, because he took a 2-year-old or 2-year expired cyanide pill, so that didn't do anything. And then he jumped into the river that was at an all-time low. It was about 6 inches deep. The police officers waded in and pulled him out. The next 3 assassins went to the wrong spot, and the final assassin, well, he killed the Archduke, but the only reason he did was because the driver of the Archduke parked in the wrong spot, which coincidentally happened to be right next to where the assassin was hiding out. Not planned, just happened. Yeah, so if you want to know how to completely botch a assassination attempt, just ask those guys, which is pretty sweet. Although my all-time favorite thing was when he went to the town hall, which was the next scheduled event after the bombing. This is before he was assassinated, and the mayor just kept on going, and he just said his own speech because, politics. And right in the middle of the speech, Franz Ferdinand stands up and goes, "I came to your city, and I've been greeted with bombs and guns," which I think is the ultimate thing to say when a politician's being a politician, despite all of the cruddy things that have just happened to you. So I'm 20 seconds over, but I just had to tell you that. All right, I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.